Hello again. We're back to playing video games. My name is Video Games. Yo, what's up? Zambot watch along, that's pretty good. Yo, what's up, Kimeru? Again. I'm just going back and playing some Zelda. And chill. Just chilling with some Zelda. How far are you in Zambot? We're just starting it. Oh, okay. That's good. Rolly Zambot is kind of weird, but it's chill. That's a chill show. It's a pretty good show overall. Have you seen? I forgot. Have you seen Zambot, or is this the first time you're watching it? That was actually worse, but whatever. Oh, look who's there. Very fitting song for a mischievous little Froge. Doing an epic 8-month Tomino Tomino Thong. Haven't seen it. Oh, I see. It's good. It's a good one. I like it, but I think it also kind of takes a while. It takes a while to really get to the level of Tomino kinography that people are used to. But I hope you like it. It's a fun time. This will be the last stream for a while that I go into the depths, because we gotta do another dungeon. We've just been in the depths for too long. Even though it is nice and kind of chill. Hello. Jesus Christ! Okay. The classic empty food slot. Jesus Christ. If only I had some homing item that made my fucking my arrows homing. This guy's a fucking chump. There you go. Cyclops Hippo. He's a frog. I should have used the Super Thunder attack or whatever. So what's up, guys? How's your how's your weekend been? I literally had a car accident a couple days ago. So I've had a pretty rattled little weekend. But yeah. How about you? I wonder if that's where you get Ultra Build. I've been trying to get to that place, the Ultra Build place. I think that's it. But yeah, I had a pretty gnarly car accident. I'm okay though, obviously, but did get kind of spooked. Jeez, man, have you in the car good? Well, my car's not good, but I'm fine. I got locked out of my flat. I had to wait for my roommate to get home to unlock it. That sucks. I just got like hit by some kid. Getting to my house, like right before getting to my house, like literally a minute away. Some kid just like fucking rammed into me on the driver's side. And now my neurons are all busted. No, I'm joking. He fucked up my car. My car's fucked up. It's okay though. Why did the video capture device audio go so loud? I shouldn't have gone that loud. Whatever. Yeah, pretty gnarly stuff. Okay, we're right here. Ciao. See you, ATD. Have fun with Zambot. Also, hello, Chia. How you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Almost got stranding at the downtown area of ATL the other night. Fun night though, that's good. At least it was fun. Should go over here and get this tower. Where are you from, Chia? I don't know. I don't think I ever asked you. Oh. This is interesting. This is like a Russian composer, but obviously that's the French anthem. So it seems like the French anthem was originally composed by a Russian, which is interesting. You wouldn't think so. Alright, let's just go see the the camp, the big base thing, and see if we can get the ultra hand from here or ultra build. Cause I need it. I need it and I want it and it would be good for me to have. Philly, but I move around a lot. Just last month alone, I was in New York City, Pittsburgh, back to Philly, now in Atlanta. I see. Did you actually move out, or are you just like hopping from place to place? Or are you just like in a transitory state with like work or something? Just asking, just asking. This has to be it, right? Where you get the Ultra Hand thing? Not Ultra Hand, Super Build or whatever, Ultra Build. The names of the powers in this game are weird. No, not New York, North Carolina. Oh, I see. Of course. Yeah, sorry. I should have known that. I just get the states confused because I don't live there. Yeah, this has to be it. This is where you fight Koga. Yeah, check it out. Family reasons. Was couch surfing like a boss until I got it. I got to Atlanta. I can only remember that the time stuff is Modoreko in Japanese. Modoreko. I don't know what that would mean. But I guess it's not just simple time stuff. It's moving. Yeah, this guy gives you auto build, okay. It's so weird that this is like the French anthem of all things. It feels so odd to listen to. Don't get those two mistaken again, dude, or I'm backing out from subbing and never buying merch. It's true. I'm on a thin line here. We gotta appeal to the masses here. We gotta appeal to our main buyers. So these guys are Yiga. I wonder if there are no registered designs. Okay. I wonder if you don't do this thing. Actually, I won't do it. Fuck you guys. Suck my dick. Well, this is where you can do it. You can do one of these, or not. It's like a shop. You can upgrade here, I think. Maybe not though. Alright, maybe I have to do this with the shop updates or something. So I can do the ultra build stuff. But I wonder if you don't do it, like you get less Yiga guys, but I think I already got some Yiga guys. I think I already fought a couple of them. I think it's supposed to be Modore. Ah, Modoru, as in like return. But written like a weird ancient spell. Yeah, Modoru, yeah, of course. How do you feel about that? Like artists living off of like merchant characters and shit. Would you ever do that if you're given the chance? I mean, if I had like a series or something, I would probably try to sell merch, I guess. You know, like, let's say I made like a pilot. And people liked it. I would probably just try to sell merch, but that's just like That's just how. Why does this take forever? That's just like part of the game, right? You know, that's just part of the fun. I don't think it's bad at all. Obviously, I'm not against like just chilling out or doing weird stuff. But you know, I never made anything with like original characters, so I don't think it'd be fitting of me to be selling out merch or shit like that. I thought it'd be interesting that if I made a lot of like streams, you know, every single time I do a stream, I just draw a different thumbnail. I thought I thought it'd be interesting to like try doing that for like a year or something, and then at the end of it, have like the stats of like what was a good, well-performing video. Was it due to like the thumbnail? And sell some sort of book where you get like all the thumbnails as like an art book, but also you get like data information of how good they might have been towards like being used as thumbnails online. Because then you'd get like an art book, but you'd also kind of get like an interesting data book. I think that might be interesting, but you know, I'd have to both do it for like a year plus, which like you know I think I could, or and also I'd have to get like a fluctuating level of views, perhaps even find some sort of success, which seems like a long shot for stupid live streams. So I think it is supposed to be Medora. Okay, I can just confirm saying Yiga with a hard R is auto-filtered by YouTube. That's funny. You're planning on making an OG series? I would like to. I've been working on stuff that's hopefully original. Well, I've been working on stuff that is original that hopefully gets to see the light of day. It's just a lot harder for me to make that a reality. Because I don't want to make something boring. That's basically my fear, is that I don't want to like just make something that's kind of boring, or that feels boring. Can you just catch up to him, I wonder? I could just do this, lol. Fun. Yeah, I just feel like the few times I've written something that I would like to use as some sort of original idea, it ends up being a bit boring. And if I'm gonna make something that's boring and, you know, not successful, you might as well not do it. Especially because of like the weird, you know, the current state of YouTube and getting stuff viewed online and stuff like that. You don't want to just send something out to die. But yeah, I mean, I did. It didn't get that many chapters, but I wrote an original. I wrote a little bit of an original webcomic, some years ago. Jesus Christ! Okay. But I also think that kind of has like a weird tone problem, because it is kind of boring too. It also it's easy to conceptualize like a story that's like long, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna write the story and it's gonna be this like big epic story and whatever, but actually turning that into a series that you can like, you know, iterate on and have like episodes on, it's sort of hard. So you're kind of better off conceptualizing something that's maybe a little more simple. What's the verdict here? This is a moment of creativity here. What do they want you to do? I guess just wait it out. No, I get you. I got something in the works too, but I want to get a team together first, though, about talking to you about it, because your animations are crazy good. Thank you. Of course I'd help. I was supposed to help with Postboy Silicon, and I did do some like rough animations, but I don't think he ended up using it, because by the end of it he was just he was a little tired with production. He was kind of exhausted, which, you know, is pretty normal, I would say. So he didn't end up using some of my shots, but or not shots, but like some of my animations. But it's okay. They were also pretty like unfinished, so I don't blame him for taking off work off his plate. He already was so full of work. There he goes. Yeah, I'm having trouble with writing a long story right now. Gotta start figure it out. The thing is, I find it easy to write like a story that's like long. The problem is writing a story that can that fits the format of a show. So, you know, not to shit on them, but you know, you look at stuff like or classic like original stuff from internet guys, Smiling Friends or something, right? Smiling Friends is really successful, and it's really good as a format to a show, because it just kind of is like simple. It just kind of works as a show that you can make a million episodes about. Same with stuff like you know, to a lesser extent, something like Punch Punch Forever. If Speedo wants to essentially have that show gone forever, he probably could, right? It's making stuff like that that's a little harder. But I don't know, I also think that's maybe it's overrated to like make stuff that's so like TV friendly, or like, you know, for such a forever machine. Maybe it's okay to make something that like you can just make 1 or 2 episodes about and have it finished. So I don't know. I want to do it, you know, I want to make it happen. Oh wait, he gave me like the blueprints for this. But yeah, of course, if you want to do something and you need people to help, I'd be happy to help. Especially now that like I'm sort of mostly working on conceptualizing stuff, more than like hardcore production at the moment. So I probably could just take some time to help you out. Yeah, I'm having trouble with writing a long story right now. Got the start and then figure it out, but not everything in between. Yeah, I mean, you just kind of have to set yourself up, you know, to be able to do something, to be able to like start it, and then kind of give yourself like you know, give yourself space so you can, you know, have fun with it and try out different stuff and stuff. It's never gonna be exactly what you want it to be. It's always gonna morph into something different. So just, you know, have a good concept that you're excited about and start working on it, I would say. That's my advice as somebody who's not made a show. But you know, we're animators online. We're like, you know, we're sort of meant to make a show in some ways, right? That's ultimately what would be best. Oh no. I can't do the skateboard jump because of these kids. These little frog guys. Now I can do it. Okay. Gotcha, I appreciate that. We'll just have to hop in a call one of these days and talk about the projects. Yeah, no problem. I thought it'd be fun too at some point. This was a concept I was throwing around. Like maybe it'd be fun to like make a couple first episodes like fairly, you know, not cheaply, but like fairly simply, in simple production manner, and see if like one sticks or something. I don't know. I don't know. The prospect of making like a show is interesting. Oh no, I'm stuck here now. That's what I get for skateboarding. I do feel a little weird about the meta right now as an animator. For a while I thought the meta really was just like make something original. Wow, I'm really just going up with this thing, huh? Alright. Well. Good job, Link. You know, it felt like the meta was like, okay, make like a Punch Punch Forever, make a digital circus kind of thing. But I'm not so sure anymore. And he sure is a lot of stuff here. Was this not the place of the big god statue? So yeah, it did feel like for a while the meta was like, okay, just try to make something original. There's an audience for that. I'm not so sure anymore. We're in a weird, like, uncharted time for animators, I think, where nobody really knows what's going on. But I guess it's always like that. It's never been too easy. Huh. I think I'm going backwards where I'm supposed to go. But this is fun. Let's go. Oh. Okay, yeah, I am going backwards, gotcha. I guess you're supposed to start here. Fuck it. Let's go. Hello? Whee! This game's goofy. Or when do you make something... Or when do they do make something, it's... Oh wait. I feel every... Okay. I feel you. Every animator online does want to make something of their own, but usually working on bullshit that don't want to, or just don't have the skills yet. Or when they do make something, it's hit or miss. Yeah. Make something original. Why would it be the meta? for the novelty the general public surely wants now. I might be limited by the perspective of the times I saw, but the thing was that for a while it felt like there was a big audience for pilots, and it might be the case that the audience is still there. It's just kind of hard to measure stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe there is an audience for it still, but I feel like a lot of the pilots that people wanted to have already established themselves. I don't know. I might be wrong on that though. I'm not against being wrong on that. Like Digital Circus has already been made, you know, and that's the one that was gonna. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. You know, and you could argue that like Digital Circus was gonna be the one that was gonna blow up, or whatever, right? I don't know. It's the idea that like maybe there's like a limited amount of success to go around. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. All right. But success novelty of each moment looks so alike. Yeah, I don't know. It's it might be the case that there's still an audience for original stuff. We'll see. I don't know. Production's still pretty far from my thing, and I guess also from Chie's. You know, and there will always be people trying to make something new and unique. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, this is the god statue. The statue of God. This is pretty cool, I think. This big god statue. I feel people over-report their taste for novelty. Yeah, no, that's definitely correct, I would say. When people report it, it is essentially wrong. People absolutely overstate how much they're willing to be open to novelty and to novel ideas. If you ask like a person watching YouTube stuff, they'll be like, oh, you know, I'm tired of all this slop content or all this like really low effort content. I wish there was high effort content, but the reality is that they're not gonna give it the time of day. They're simply not gonna be as interested in these kind of things. I was gonna say, how do you talk to the god of death here? But you kind of have to do like this little side quest on the top of the world at the original island from Breath of the Wild, and then he opens up. Oh, there's the thing. I can finally upgrade. Can you upgrade my shit, please? Okay, I guess I don't understand how this shit works. Equal to terminal crystallize. How do you upgrade your device? I thought it was here. There's absolutely a way to make these guys like upgrade your shit. You guys remember how to do this? You could say it might be, and adopt a trait from the tech changes in the last 200 years. Yeah, you have to start there and give him his eyes. Yeah. I could have sworn you updated upgraded your thing here. I think you just buy these, right? How do you do this? I forgot how to do this. Oh, the guy that updates your batteries outside the Buddha base. I could have sworn you did it underground. I think there's also like a guy that does it underground, if I'm not wrong. Well, whatever. Alright. That's enough Zonite stuff for a bit. I think I'm gonna go up and gonna try to tackle the dungeon, the second dungeon at least. Alright. Actually, can't I go up from here? Isn't this one of those places where you can go up? I thought it was, but it's not apparently. Well, that tree might be though. Where am I in the real world? Oh no. Nah, I'm probably in like wherever. Alright, let's go to Buddha's place. Zanotokurak. True. Oh damn, I could have fused another cart. Oh, I don't think I had any more shields anyway. This is just too useful. Shield. Rip. We're back at the mercy of a horse whenever we get one. Whenever God grants me one. Watch Princess Tutu? I have not watched it yet. It looks really good, but I have not, it's just a lot of anime to watch, okay? It's hard to find the time. I haven't been watching much stuff lately. Why do I have enough to upgrade these? Hello. Is that poop in your pants? Let's upgrade all these. Indeed, there is. I've heard very good things about it, though. And I believe it. I believe that it's good. What have I been watching lately? I've been watching Lazarus. Though I've been really slow with it. Obviously, I've been watching Gundam, the new one. I've been kind of aimless with my anime watching. For the past couple of years, I've been really diligent about it. But I guess, I've just kind of fallen behind. Been kind of aimless overall, I guess. Oh man, first run I accidentally stumbled onto the mini boss below the Deku. Try searching for this. Oh yeah, I've done that one. I remember that one. That one's pretty good. Should we change to these? It would make me not die as hard, but I kind of want to keep this set just because it looks nice. I like the look of it, and I would like to be able to do the what do you call it? The fairies. I'd like to do stuff with the fairies and just upgrade. They're just a little harder to get in this game. Which one's the guy you said? The guy that upgrades your shit. Oh, here, I guess this guy. Hello. Yeah, okay. There we go. Thank you. I would have been lost and not remembered how to do that for a long time. I should be achieving 1 year of only having watched half a 12-episode show in G-Cox. Yeah. At least G-Cox is fun to follow, like, weekly. But yeah. And there's like no islands in the sky. I thought, originally I thought that every time you took one of these, you'd be taking them up to like an island, but it seems to be a pretty rare sight overall. Like that you could take one of these and actually get to an island. Though I guess the center doesn't really have that many islands overall. Like, yeah, these are like pretty sparse. See, like, there's really nothing up here. Like, there's a couple there. They're not like particularly important. Maybe if I go over there, I could get some. Alright, so I'm probably gonna do the Fire Temple next, because why not? Could be fun. Saw some people on Twitter shitting on Lazarus. Your opinion? Honestly, it's a good show. There's a lot to shit on, I guess, but I've enjoyed it quite a lot. I just watched that 3.5-hour video essay on how much Letdown Tears of the Kingdom is. Is it the one by Skitty Bitty? I like their video. I think they have some good opinions. I think. I think overall this game's pretty unique in its own way. It's hard to not say that it's a bit of a letdown for people who were expecting like a game as revolutionary as the last one. But yeah, it's a good video, but it's also fine to like think that the game is alright. Kia. Okay, that's pretty good. It kind of runs out though. Lol. Just kind of wasting ammo here. Or not ammo, but like wasting a good weapon doing this. Boy, have thy shan't. Engage in simple bokoblinisms. Oh, see that rocket jump would have been pretty good right now, actually. Oh, well, there's a bridge. I guess I could just do that. Literally just finished it and I saw you streaming it, lol. Well, thanks for joining. Speaking of Skylines, I discovered the devs by falling from one of the White Flower Islands right deep into the hell. Lol, that's a pretty good one. Yeah, Skidabidi one. Semi-joke of Super Mario World is doing it again. Got snagged by my algo. That's funny. I unironically think this game becomes a 9 out of 10 if you aggressively avoid NPCs based on educational guess of their annoyance. I gave up on the game because I just found myself farming Zonite, and it was so mind-numbingly boring. I damn near 100%ed Breath of the Wild. Yeah, they're very different games. I'm not gonna deny that. What the fuck is that? What is this? It's a Korok, I guess. I definitely have heard many people say that they gave up on this game. I know at least a couple people that gave up on it, where they kind of like had to take a break and then come back to it. It's a bit of an overwhelming game, because it's sort of repetitive. I mean, it's obviously repetitive in the sense that like if you've played Breath of the Wild, you're basically operating in the same map with the same structure. But it is the case that like a lot of like the design ethos of the game becomes repetitive once you play enough of it. A good example being the shrines here, because every shrine is essentially building on the building mechanics or some really basic like tutorial shit, which is like annoying, or like the combat shrines, which are fine, but they're not as interesting as puzzles. You know, but the tools you get are a little, they're interesting, but they're maybe not as the way I put it, the way I said it, I think a couple streams ago, is that like it feels like Breath of the Wild is very much you know, it's a game about its systems. It's like really unique systems. Whereas like this game has those systems, but it kind of is only interested in the systems that are new to it. I should have brought that back, shouldn't I? So it becomes kind of like annoying in a way that like I feel like Breath of the Wild didn't, because the systems in Breath of the Wild were a little more. They were a little more about exploring and like discovering things, whereas like this is more about like building and coming up with like very specific shit, and it's just not as I don't know, it just doesn't jive with the people the same way. I still think it's pretty good though. I would say it's a good game. Let's see. Sadly, a side effect of dodging cutscenes makes you think that Zelda cucked you in the past for some reason. I even had to look it up. The main false. She didn't cuck you. What the fuck? Stop looking at the porn. Or is it Mario Kart World? Yeah, it is Mario Kart World. Anyway, it's potentially a mirror of Breath of the Wild map. I saw what they were saying, and I mean, it probably is true that it was like a reference to some extent, or you see like they're sort of, you know, they're sort of working out over that. They're like, yeah, that was successful. That sort of map design. Maybe we should do it again, for the lols. I might play Tears of the Kingdom again on an emulator, so I can just add items I need instead of turning into a rougher grind than World of Warcraft. It's the incentivizing for constant repetition task that you can do less. This game is an even bigger buffet than Breath of the Wild. Buffet, and worse structure too. So I'll be picky. Assume that you will or not like something. Worked for me, but this advice only works on first run. Breath of the Wild was just interesting from the word go, and it had no ways to grind resources, yeah. And got to the weird order of tears. Hey, meet Sonia, or she buried her. Whoops, yeah. Yeah, I do basically agree that I do basically agree about a lot of stuff. Here's a question: if I do this, can I fly? Yes. I can also die. The thing that's kind of shitty about this game is that it is kind of genius. Oh, am I stuck here now? Probably not, right? Oh, I might be, or not actually. Oh, that's interesting. Even that works out. That's nice. It's a good structuring of the puzzle here, so you don't get stuck. Yeah, you don't need to grind. Fly, die, yes. The thing about Breath of the Wild is that the chemistry system that it has is super interesting. And I think in that game it sort of gets put to use better than it does in this game. Because in this game, they sort of don't care that much about the chemistry stuff. I mean, they care enough to, you know, interact with the puzzles here. But I feel like it would have been interesting to have a game that could play around with those ideas a little more than this game. What's going on here? But I also think that like better dungeons could have helped with that, you know? They finally bring back dungeons, but like they're just not that interesting comparatively. Oh, I see how it is. That's an interesting one. Whatever, there's like a million reasons why this game might be better or worse than the previous one, TBH. It's not as simple as one or two things. I think when I played it, I wrote a review for Backlog. Let's see if we can find it actually. Because I think it was an interesting one. I'll read it to you in a second. Here's my review from a couple years ago when I played this game. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Get ready for pretentiousness. satisfied with being a linear improvement to one of the most unique games of the past decade, which is sad. Its prequel felt like a brave leap forward into greatness, something that can't be replicated knowingly. A mechanical improvement from Breath of the Wild, no matter how small, is still an excellent game. However, this is a reminder that game design history isn't a linear set of improvements, and that even if future titles improve and iterate on older works, something is always left behind. So basically saying like, yeah, it is better because it's sort of a more refined, incredible game, but it does kind of leave behind some basic wonder and creativity that came from the first try and the constant like playing around with like the systems and stuff. Also, I think you should do the shrines. The shrines are good. I mean temples. The temples are good too. I mean, I don't like the temples as much as I like the shrines. I think generally the shrines are pretty good though. It doesn't force anything, but in the same way that microtransactions aren't forced, when you have the brain chemistry for it, you'll just end up cheating yourself out of having fun. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah. I kind of like this game, but it's worse than the first. I feel like maybe I'm a little torn. I know in my review I just said that it's a better game than Breath of the Wild, but I'm a little more that I see them kind of equal at this point. Breath of the Wild is in line and the kind of play, and it makes a wonderful experience for everybody. I hated Farming Zonite, but I can't not do it because I want Goram Battery. Neridian, I honestly feel that that's a discipline and taste issue. This game can be really fun if you can say yourself no and go do something. Yeah, but I mean that is still like a Steve playing Tears of the Kingdom. Shout out to our king. And the love music plays right when Steve shows up on screen. Beautiful. It is a game that is kind of best enjoyed when you I think I said this once in another stream, but it's a game that's kind of best when you sort of like limit it yourself, like, and I kind of feel the same for Breath of the Wild. Like, I do think that the 3-heart run is just like the best way to experience these games, and even doing the no glider run, it's been interesting, and I do think it's made the experience at least a little more interesting than the first time I played it. But that is kind of a fault of the design. At the same time, you can't really expect all players to like not follow the guidelines of the designer. You know, as the designer, you're sort of expected to bring the best experience possible to the forefront of the audience. You know, I can make a really good game but if it requires me to like if it requires me to, or if it requires the player to like do some to enjoy it through modding alone, you could say it's a good game. It just requires you to mod all of it, but how good is that really? At that point the mods are the good part. Is the game itself good though? I don't know. I wonder if you can go down this well. Yes, you can. However, I want to see if this works. Yes. No, there's no way. I was gonna say, I wonder if you bomb jump off the sludge you'll bounce or you'll fall down, but I just think you'll fall down. Let's go down the well. Let's read chat. Also, your earlier streams this year finally got me to stick with Monster Hunter World. Awesome. I actually wanted to stream that. I might still do it. I haven't played through Iceborne. Maybe that would be like a fun stream for a good while. But the story is so yeah, it sucks. It's so bothersome. I was finally having fun when I finished it. Neridian. Actually, I feel FE Fire Emblem teaches you a lot of those virtues, at least on higher difficulties. I would agree. Especially, again, when you sort of limit yourself in Fire Emblem, you also get a lot of fun stuff like Iron Mints and stuff. And then the Iceborne DLC started up a story again. Oh, I haven't gotten to Iceborne, but I hear it has some good fights. I don't know. I feel Iron Man plus going to Ganon when you feel strong enough to beat him is better than 3 hearts. That might be the case, honestly. Yeah. I love just climbing, but it's fun that like there's so many options to play it. But again, it'd be nice if like the game was more, you know, upfront about these things. Like the fact that in this game you can't leave the tutorial with 3 hearts is already kind of heartbreaking to me. I love just climbing stuff in Breath of the Wild and then jumping off of things. It's just a good chill time, and like discipline isn't something a game should need. See also Bloodborne, my favorite Souls game. Ooh, I actually, you know, I replayed Bloodborne not too long ago, and I kind of don't like it as much as I thought I did. But that's that's an argument for another day. I don't like that you played this without a HUD, lol. I like it without the HUD. It's nice. Well, I didn't realize the HUD wasn't there. Also, hello Zach. The game's designed by people that value it will ask it of you. Play more Gen Ultimate so I can have people to play with. I want to, but I want to get to high rank. And I'm like at the end of low rank, so hopefully soon. I just play it every now and then. When I feel like it. It would be fun though. Oh, hello Zach. Now let me check this cave out. I thought that led to the cave, but it did not. It just led to a little cave. This is me eating food. Chomp. Rauru Hillside Cave? Like the guy? Like the goat guy? This is his Hillside Cave? Hey buddy. I should use rubies and stuff as weapons and sapphires, because I know they like explode into fucking crazy ass super elemental bombs, which is pretty cool, I think. Will I drown? I think I can climb the walls. Oh, look who's here. It's you, chat. Alright. Let's see, read here. Nerdy and Kimuro chatting it up. I think if game designers really care about the game, they'll design it in a way that it will capture just about everyone in some way. Maybe not all, like all the time, but it would be nice to be like, I don't know, to account for it. It is definitely a fault of the game if like you can just like fall into like bad habits like grinding and shit like that. You know, it would be, the game would be better if maybe it couldn't allow you to do that, and a designer could work on that from the start. It might be a lot of like asking too much for them or something. I don't know. Damn, what if the like was named Rauru? You just killed him. It's true. He was actually the reincarnation of Rauru. That means they have not committed to one soul or adept at devirtuing their works or their personality. I think asking players to get good, discipline, have patience is being, what's the word? Not exactly lazy. Oh shit, these guys. Sorry. They interrupted my reading. And they die and drown, these poor souls. Not exactly lazy, but just banking on previous success status, except true fans to stick to the bowl. Stick out bowl. Tears of the Kingdom has a lot of really bad pitfalls that turned away even hardcore fans from it. And like, damn, they're really leaned back too soon. I think what's really interesting about this game is that it was such an obvious thing that for them to just like please the fans and what the fans were like saying that they wanted, because the fans were really clear about what they wanted. They were just like, we like this is cool, but we want you to like step back and make it more like traditional Zelda. And I think it's really interesting, and I honestly respect it that they basically said, nah homie, we know what you want for real. And they essentially went even further along the lines of what the original Breath of the Wild did, which is divert from Zelda, or from quote-unquote traditional Zelda, right? So in some ways, I sort of like respect it, maybe even more than I would if it was more traditional, but it's undoubtedly, you know, ran into like weird new challenges that nobody really knows exactly how to fix. But I guess, you know, that's the mark of like an interesting game ultimately, right? Like maybe it would not be as fun or as interesting or as worth your time if it was something a little less adventurous and weird and crazy, you know? There is value to something being just like completely out there and reinventing shit in weird, imperfect ways. So I think this game sort of fits into that criteria of like weird thing that isn't perfect and sort of kind of shitty in some ways. Yeah. Ooh, isn't there like a hand around here? You know, the one like up there actually, I think there's like some hands. I remember because I think that's the first time I saw them. Right up there. And I don't hate it, it's just I want to like it so much more than I was able to. Breath of the Wild is a new format, not old veterans for it. No old veterans for it, though there is this asking too much, can't read. Expecting nothing also is a drag from others. Like me, I hate all tutorials and guides. I honestly don't remember the tutorials from Breath of the Wild. It was just like, get familiar with the game. Yeah, that was one of the strengths of the game, I would say. And they get the Glider. Echoes of Wisdom at least step back into some of the traditions. Yeah, Shaves, he's not here today, but like Shaves, he was talking about last time how he thinks that Tears of the Kingdom, Echoes of Wisdom is like really good. I haven't tried it, but I think I should, just out of his recommendation. Nintendo always will change direction. I feel that gives the devs confidence to to follow in despite the asking of moderation. Well, unless we are talking about the Oracle or OOC, Ocarina of Time formula. Wait a minute. Also, I think a tutorial for stuff like Death's weapons would have been neat. I mean, they kind of give you like some like text blurbs, right? Just ignore those because they were all sucky weapons. I learned today that you need to break weapons above. Yeah, I didn't know that, but I think that you're supposed to also not really know how a lot of that works. Scary Floor Masters. Also, the Switch was my first Nintendo console, so Breath of the Wild was my first Zelda. That's crazy. Also, Guardians truly are unbeatable. Like, damn, they're so effective. Yeah, the Guardians in the original, they're great. They're excellent. The only thing I hate about Echoes of Wisdom is that there's only one item slot. The game needs 3. Yeah, I haven't played it, but I've heard it's interesting. It's at the very least, I've heard it's interesting. Oh, another recall challenge. Again, see, it feels like because we're not like playing around with like as many. Man, playing Breath of the Wild after this would be interesting, even though I replayed it not that long ago. Just to talk about like what it does right and wrong and stuff. It feels like the answer's kind of obvious because it's not really playing that much with the chemistry stuff. It's just kind of telling you to do these things that are obviously correct. Why did this slide back? Oh, because of this. Okay. Well, let's go do this part then. Like, it feels like you never see something this simple in Breath of the Wild. It's true, but like, it is interesting in its own way. I'm not trying to diss it. It's just, by nature of how weird it is, it kind of has to be simpler. I don't think I ever did this one, my first playthrough. Like, there's some really weird shrines in Breath of the Wild, especially the DLC shrines. They're pretty fucking crazy. I mean, that's also part of why I wanted DLC for this game. I feel like this game really could have used some like extra shrines that were really hard or something. Oh shit! Is this? Can I beat this without a? Can I do this without the glider? Let's re-chat for a second. I actually think the Depths tutorial ruined it. So glad I ignored most NPCs. God bless Breath of the Wild for its lack of tutorials. Modoroke time, true. I don't know, those weapons pedestals are so disconnected from any influence you have on them. It's not something you'll even figure out organically. Most shrines are easier and shorter, yeah. Like having Robbie go, these pedestals seem to draw the spirit of broken swords. Or whatever, so you get some idea of the influence that you could never. I don't think you're supposed to find out. I think it's supposed to be a sort of like thing that maybe you know about, like it's a weird secret thing. But like ultimately, you're gonna break so many weapons that like you're bound to just never run out of stuff down, you know, down in the depths to find. The sky in the depths could have very much used DLC. Yeah, especially the sky. I kind of like the gyro shrines in Breath of the Wild. Me too. They were such a bad idea and so funny. I like them, I just think they're funny. I was gonna say, do you even have the glider? I don't have the glider. This is a no glider run. You got springs, that's true. I might be able to do it that way. I just realized the tone of this comes from. I just realized that the tone of this comes from the DLC, like huge monk boss fight. Feels Tears of the Kingdom to me. Yeah, in some ways, I could see that. Yeah, also like you fight the monk in like the sky and stuff, and it's like you get like the bike and stuff. You know, it is very much in line with what Tears of the Kingdom would be. Yeah, but the weapons you break are all fused, and those don't count, huh? Oh, I thought they did count. The Breath of the Wild DLC ruled. It did. I actually was one of those not super big into Breath of the Wild guys for a while, but I think the DLC made me just really appreciate it. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know if I can do this with the spring, you guys. Let's see. What if we dared to dream? Don't. Okay. I was wondering how it would come back. That felt really violent. That was really violent, you guys. Okay, let me eat some apples, cause goddamn. God, so that was an amazing finale. It was pretty good. I don't even like the finale that much. I just like I like the extra third the game gets. I think it's good. Okay, let's see. I also understand why they didn't want to give this game DLC. Tears of the Kingdom was originally meant to be DLC, and now they feel like they are fully finished with starting at this game. Yeah, I still think I could have used it. I mean, it is good that, like, you know, we got a game that isn't DLC structured, I guess. I feel rude because it was a schizo flavor at the top of the sound structure. Tears of the Kingdom was just the former. Shame the motorbike is like a toy after the game when you get it. Yeah, it makes sense though, right? Fun, but those things where it's like, oh, this is already would have been amazing 70 hours ago. I finished the DLC, got the bike, and just zoomed around for Hyrule Fields a bit. Yeah, that's basically what everybody does. Do you have rockets or wings? I actually don't have either, no. But this is the plan. Let's see if, like, by attaching a second block, like the mass makes it like fall forward a little bit. That actually, okay, yes, I think that works actually. Holy fuck! Wait, would it even go back? Oh wait, I can just be lame. Remember, guys, you can always be lame. This sucks, actually, that I figured out that I could just do this like the lame way. Oh wait, no, I didn't do it. I couldn't do it actually. I could definitely do it that way though. It kind of has to be that way though, right? I don't think there's any other way to do it. Cause like if I shoot him up, and then I do what I did where like they were like here, but I bring them back. I can't bring them back there because that technically is the future, and I'm bringing it back to the past and stuff. So I think the best option would just be actually being lame like this. And just hope that I can make it. Damn it. I can't make it. Lol, that works too. I could just be lame, huh? That realization, lol. It's usually a Kingdom experience. Nah, that can still work. Just gotta be a little closer. Yeah, I think so. Let me more dragon fruits, I guess. Yeah, but recall times. So you just poke it forward, hold it, and then bring it back. Get one top of the corner of the wall and gain distance. Enter it. Oh wait, I lost one of the blocks. Surely it just comes back and hopefully doesn't hit me in the head again. Wait, don't hit me in the head again. There it is. The fucking French song again. Come up, come up, come up, come up, wherever you are. Alright, so let's do it this way. Obviously I need to be a little forward. A little inch forward. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stack it on the side here. Like around here. Then I'm gonna get on top of that one. Or not. Okay. I swear to God I can do it again. Gotta bring the blocks you're standing on a little closer, yeah. This shouldn't be this hard. I'm playing the lame way, okay? This is supposed to be the easy way to play the game. That's what Skitty Bitty told me. They were right though, they were right. Alright, surely this way, and also, you know, high like this will do the trick. It is crazy that they made a game where you can do stuff like that. That feels like so broken, you know? Yeah, ta-da. Yeah, lol. One great consequence of Tears of the Kingdom was serving as an IQ test for streamers. Am I passing? Maybe not. You know, I actually... Oh, look. One time where this actually works the way it's intended to. Where you actually use it to get slightly higher. I did watch Action Button review. Tim Rogers streamed this game some like probably more than a year ago at this point. And the shrine, I did the shrine like a couple streams ago. It's the buoyancy shrine. Ouch. He could not figure out the buoyancy shrine for his life. It was so weird. And I think Chad was telling him like, hey, also like she's so cute. Look, she's sad though. We'll do her quest in a second, but I do wanna go to sleep here. Yeah, Tim just couldn't figure out the buoyancy, which is fucking crazy. Wait, what did he say? Oh, okay. That's lame. Things the dev forgot about Recall and Ascend. Ascend is so fun though. Ascend is excellent. It's actually like crazy how good it is. I don't think the creatures in this game, the creativity in this game is fun, but I also don't miss when there is one solution to puzzle. Yeah, I think one solution to puzzles is, it can be really good. Like Majora's Mask and Nock Arena and Link to the Past and Link's Awakening all of those are essentially like one answer to puzzle, you know, games, but they're excellent, you know. I do think some of the later games became a little too simple though. Hey yo, rocket get. Did I get a rocket? Oh yeah, I got the rocket in the thing. That chick on stage is a baddie. She is a baddie though. The Game Grumps playthrough was so much fun. They're so bad on purpose. Really, I never watched the Game Grumps playthrough of this, but I would imagine it'd be kind of fun. Alright, let's do the baddie quest. Hello, Miss Baddie. Oh, I can't do it because I haven't gotten the pelican guy. I see. Well, I keep an eye on that, I guess. I kind of don't want to do the pelican guy. So we're just gonna have to die a lot. Hope you guys have fun. I know I will. I'm very impressed by, you know, Kimetto was kind of talking about it, and I kind of agree. There's a lot of little triggers that don't let you do things in this game. Like, I basically cannot get the fairies unless I go to the ice place, to the wind place first. Which is kind of shitty, right? Like, it feels like that wasn't the case in Breath of the Wild, like, at all. Oh, will they get him? That's good. Yeah, there's absolutely hands around here. I just remember it. I remember it so well. Maybe not. I thought they were here. Hello, Mr. Hands? Yeah, they're here. They're around here. I know it. I know. I can feel it in my bones. Or not. This is just a hole, I guess. Sorry about that. Well, you know the rules. I can't get on a hole unless I have a rock to fall with. And I think this connects to the main one, which we already opened. So no reason to like start looking for rocks. Oh, there's a tree. So let's just keep going up the mountain. Oh, also, since we're doing a low heart run, it would be good to go through the east side of the mountain so I can get some potions, because I need the lizards to make the potions. Another virtue of ignoring main quest is not having to humor the notion of Fig Zelda being an actual mystery. Yeah, Fig Zelda was infuriating. This is canon, right? Like Impa showed me the glyphs. Yeah, that's not very well done, I think. It's such a non-mystery, it felt better to not have it addressed. The Dragon Twist did take me a moment to catch on, at least. The Dragon Twist is cool, so that was fun. Though also because the tears were so out of order, I started skipping the cinematics and rewatched them in order later. You could have had some sort of theme of faith with Link and his goddess princess, but this is post-Aonuma Zelda. You just get fucked. Dude, it's actually insane how good the Aonuma Zeldas were, with like a lot of stuff like that, unironically. I love the angry trees. Yeah, they're good. I'm a bounce, better not catch you stream again. Later, Chia. You never will. This is the final stream of my life. It's not. Thanks for joining, though. Like I replayed it before this game came out. Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. Those games are so good. You know, I didn't remember if these guys were if you could fight normal Taluses in this game. I was wondering because I didn't really remember if that was the case. But I can see that you can. Uh-oh, Jesus. A whole watermelon. Alright, let's see if we can do the giant list of items. Comedically large list of items. They're just endlessly scrolls. Okay. Should I even use this? I feel like these are so rare, you might as well not do it. Fuck it. Go! Oh man. That's cool, I guess. That was good. Alright, let's take a different approach by missing. I don't even have that many of these. You have game progress? What's that? I definitely don't know about it. Buddy, have you seen? Oh, Jesus Christ. The previous streams? We are taking our time here. Ouch. Oh, I really burned kind of quick, don't I? Like, that was just like 2 hearts of damage for nothing. Hello. The little animation of him pushing you out is so fun. There's something comedic about missing that. Jesus Christ. Okay. Also, I went to the stable and I didn't cook again. Gotta love it. Taluses are good enemies. They're fun. Whoa, what was it? Why did that affect him so much? That's interesting. Oh shit, I saw him like twitch too. I was like, oh, he's about to do it. I don't think it's gonna be enough. Yeah. That's what I get for not wanting to use like the weapons with a lot of damage. It's fine. This should do it. There you go. At least your hammer is back. Also, I got this, which is pretty good. Let me get these real quick. Dude, we're so back, B. I just got mentally disturbed, devastated, mindfucked. I don't know what, but I'm whipped. What happened, dude? You can use the thing on it. Damn, I remember challenging Ganon and his boss rush with 4 hearts. Extremely fun. Felt impossible to beat the hordes, and then 5 new bosses to beat. Yeah, definitely need a better gamepad and no dang frame drops if I want to do Breath of the Wild challenge runs. Nintendo is up to with emulators. Hey, we're free and better. Yeah. I found this anime movie with cute designs from 1996. That's not online, save for a trailer uploaded with the company who owns it. It's kind of wild. What is it? What production is it and stuff? Is it original? That's interesting. It's not anywhere. You don't really see it you see stuff like that often. We got the super duper hammer thing, which is pretty cool. Here's something that Skitty Bitty says about this game. They hate how weapons look in this game. I kind of like how weapons look in this game. I like that they're stupid. I like that they're big, dumb, fucking stupid hunk of junk stuck to swords and shit. I think it's dope. Got Kineko videos on the case, true. They uploaded something recently. I didn't watch it though. I think it was posted on the server shapes. But I forgot what it was. It was just like some trailer. Oh, where are we in the map, by the way? Oh, I guess I don't have a map. We're not in the lava yet. And I definitely have to go... Actually, is it even hot in this version of the game? Can you just go up? Is it? It's not even hot in this one, right? You can just go. Oh, Jesus Christ, what was that? Oh, actually. Can't you give these guys, like, your shit? And, like, they eat the weapons and then they take away the... Wait here, check it out. I'm serious. That's not what I meant. I hope it saves the fight with Talus. Or I'm gonna be really sad. Lance on Lance is peak design. Literally, Macedonian pike, yeah. It will burn, yeah. Yeah, they reappear. No! What the fuck? That sucks. Okay, we have to fight the Talus again and save. See, it's just Shapes wasn't here, so like I immediately forget how to save the fucking games, and that I should save every like time I do anything. They say insanity is just doing the same thing over and over again. And it's correct. Literally fucking insane, dude. I love his little animation for that. It's such a little quirky animation of him doing something so silly. I used that one last time and it didn't go that well, so let's just go for this. That's about the same. Oh, that hit me going down, lame. Where's my girlfriend? Okay, well, too slow, I guess. Damn it! I try to like time it with the little movements he does. Ugh. Hey Shapes, check this out. What is he doing? What is bro doing? Okay, that happened again. That's fine. Okay. Now we do the same thing we did and we save, okay? I'm not gonna let everything go to waste again, please. I'm not reading chat too much, sorry. Repair the frog's hammer. Bro. The day the angel died, based on the experiences of the director having mentally disabled child. Oh. And I'm pretty sure the film depicts the girl committing suicide and it burns out uplifting? Has English Christmas hymns as the child becomes an angel, and one scene has the mother director walking into the sea with her child to spare. Like, what the actual fuck? I can buy the DVD apparently, hopefully, because I have to know more about this shit. The director literally just passed away in January. I'm kind of freaked out. The scary evil ghost anime. You should, if you can. And if it's not too expensive, obviously. So bold decision making the Mayas your ancient civilization. Mexican Hyrule. They are kind of Mayan, that's true. Mayan. They did kind of have that in Tears of the Kingdom too. Okay, now we save, because I don't want to fight that fucking Tails again. Some of their design is sort of kind of Mesoamericanish, or like Central Americanish, like, you know. But there's also like Japanese aspects to them, like the temples are very Japanese inspired, like the gardens and stuff. Oh hey. Nice. Alright, so back on track here. Actually, let's do it again. Will he eat them and take the rust out? That's my question. Sook. Stay here. Oh, he did. He did. He shoots it at you. Oh wait, no. Oh, he repairs this. Oh, so kana. Eat this if you're so great. Come here. Also, don't kill me by throwing my thing at me. Peace. He repairs durability is what he did. Come here. Come. What are you doing? Come here. Oh, he doesn't repair that. I guess because it's fused. Like the lance itself is pretty Mesoamerican, yeah. The Zonai stuff is so intensely Mesoamerican, even Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I agree. I was just going through this list of 270 plus features I hadn't heard of for that anime in theaters idea. Most of it is on YouTube or torrented, but that's like the third, fourth one not ripped like Tomcat. Huh. Well, that would be a pretty good buy, right? Like, if that is the, if it's for the whole purpose of touring stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if you'd have the rights. You'd have to talk to somebody for that, the lawyer. But if you could get stuff that's not released online, it's kind of a really good opportunity, I would say, because then the people who care would be interested. Feeding the Frog's Hammer. Well, he doesn't. He just spits them back out, I guess, now. Kind of sad that degree of mixing of Inca and Spanish civilizations meant many of their customs hard to unravel. For example, the poncho. Repairs the first weapon per blood moon. Oh, I get. Well, thank you for your service. Oh, well, that's the way to Goron Town. I might as well go there, I guess. Gonna see our drugged up Goron friends. Where's your friend? Oh. Oh. Look at these dudes out here getting spiked up. They're so funny in this game. Just eating this shit. It's good. Yeah, a lot of the Inca stuff here is basically just gone. So the Native Americans, or the native tribes we had, were the Inca. I think we're the Inca. I think so. But they're basically like completely deleted from history. There's nothing left. Which is a shame. I think most people don't even have like blood that relates to them. It's just all mixed, and like their blood is basically like thinned out. Their company is doing the theatrical screening in Japan of the director's latest film. And have an active Twitter, so it may be possible, at least more so than. Oh jeez, sorry. What the fuck are this rock? What the fuck was that rock doing, bro? I was like reading, and then I look up, and that shit is spinning around like crazy. At least more so than a lot of these anime were fucked copyright. Yeah. I mean, hey, it's worth the try, right? Thinking of Peruvian and Andean motives. Andean motives. Have you played Yume Nikki? I have. I love Yume Nikki. It's great. Stoners. One of the few games I'd say is like a 10 out of 10. White-leaning mestizo, but despite that, I could trace my family line to Incan nobility. Nobility, damn. That's cool. Huh, I could have sworn. Well, good thing we came through the front door, because like I swore that like you needed like the elixirs and stuff to get to this town in this game too, but I guess not, which is better. Hey, old man. The story of the Indians under Spanish is interesting. Director was like the oldest living female film director in Japan. Angel appears to be her only anime, but looks half decent. That's crazy. Hey, if you're gonna get that, that's pretty good. Unironically, just making like some sort of video about the director might even boast interest in a potential release too. So that would be interesting. Not simple aggression is portrayed often, nor simple benevolence. Yeah. Alright, finally we got fucking beds that can give us yellow hearts. I feel like I've been trying to get one of these the whole time, but I haven't been able to. Alright, probably gonna wrap up soon. We got to the town, which is pretty good if you ask me. Look at this, a spice. I'll cook something and then I'll wrap up. Okay. Good stream, good stream. Next time we will tackle at least the first part of the dungeon. The early ways to the dungeon. Oh, don't they like oversell everything really hard? That's not too bad actually. Oh wait, I can't even find the cooking spot. Yeah, they do oversell. Okay, here it is. My heritage is Dutch, even a few hundred years back, so like my ancestors helped effing up the world. At least they got blessed with the chronic pain to instill a sense of justice and a zeal against oppressed. Well, you know, whatever works for you, friend. No reason to, you know, carry the sins of the father, as they say. Yay. Alright, whatever. I'll probably just wrap up. Thank you all for watching. Any last words? True, it is my Tuesday in 36 hours. We will do it. We will do it this week, because the week after that, I won't be here. I see too many Dutches way too comfortable perpetuating our colonial history and like yuck. I mean, again, sins of the fathers and stuff like that, you know. It's not good to perpetuate it though, of course, but yeah. Alright, have a good night everybody. Thanks for joining. Hope to see you next time. Bye. Happy Pride, yeah. Happy Pride. Sure, it's true. Alright, good night.